Hello everybody, my name is Bragster and welcome to the Men's Royal Rumble tier list with me and Kai.
Same, back again.
We're back again. We haven't changed clothes because
I've changed t-shirt.
Oh yeah, that's actually...
I've taken my jumper off.
That's really clever actually. I should have done that.
We just wear the same clothes.
Yeah, obviously.
We watched it.
Totally not recorded on the same day as the women's one.
Not straight after.
No. But yeah, we've obviously done the women's one, so if you haven't checked that out already, make sure to check that one out. I liked that. Make sure to check that one out, and yeah, we're going to go through the top 30 most likely winners of the Men's Royal Rumble through betting odds, and rank them based on whether we partly think they're going to win it, because we've got to take it into account a bit.
Yeah.
Mostly whether we want them to, which in the men's I feel like is going to really be controversial.
Yeah, because me and you are going. The women's, it was relatively easy to gauge who we wanted and what we wanted and what we thought was going to happen. Whereas this one, I feel like is going to be very heated.
Yes, I feel like the women's one. I feel like we both see the women's division very similarly. Yeah. I feel like we see the men's division very differently.
Yeah, or more different than the women's.
Yeah, more different than the women's.
Yeah.
So that can create interesting moments.
Yes, this will
the last one was 50 minutes. God knows what this is going to be.
Yeah, this is going to be a long old ride, so strap yourself in.
Strap yourself in, and speaking of strapping, I don't know why Tommaso Ciampa... I don't know why Tommaso Ciampa's got strapping.
Has he got strap on, or?
I don't know.
Okay.
He
might do.
He might do.
He might.
Ask his girlfriend or his wife.
Nice.
Tommaso Ciampa, let's get it on with it. Jesus Christ. Tommaso Ciampa.
Very nice.
Very nice. I agree with you because Tommaso Ciampa, it'll be his main roster debut.
Yeah. Well, this time around.
Yeah, like, who would you have him face?
I'd like him to face Brock, but I know Brock's probably might lose.
Two big boys just slapping me.
And Vince would like that.
Oh, he would. But the thing
Brock
is, he's not a big boy, but he's a big...
Hard. Yeah, he hits hard.
Muscly boy. And have you seen, like, he's like more jacked than he was in NXT. Like, he's
yeah.
really gone for it.
Yeah.
And fair play. Like this is I just want to see it.
Yeah,
like,
same.
I feel like he's one that shouldn't do well on the main roster, but I think could. I think like similar to like Owens.
Yeah.
Owens shouldn't do well on the main roster, but he does.
Yeah.
And
because he's good on the mic. And
yeah.
he's good at
everything. I feel like Ciampa's very similar.
Yeah.
He shouldn't do well, but I think he will.
Yeah, I agree.
Next up is Tyson Fury, the boxing champion. I can't remember which belts he has.
Right,
yeah, but like there's
like
there's about 5 world heavyweights. I don't know which belts he has, but he has a lot of them.
Yeah.
Get him gone. If he wins this, if he wins the Rumble, no, no.
All right.
We're going tolerable then.
But just because, can you imagine him facing Brock Lesnar? Like Tyson Fury versus Brock Lesnar in a wrestling match. You have Brock Lesnar, who's a UFC fighter, ex-UFC fighter, and Tyson Fury is a boxer in a wrestling ring together. You tell me you wouldn't want to see that. Tell me you wouldn't want to see that.
The only reason I'm putting it to all right is I'm trying to, like, in my head, I'm trying to imagine, like, if the stream was today, what would my reaction be? And initially,
even if he reigns.
Initially, my reaction was, and then when you were talking, I was like, actually, how funny would it be?
Yeah, if Tyson Fury wins and faces Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, like I'd like either of them. I'd watch it.
Put him in a cage.
Yeah.
Put him in a steel cage.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Oh,
I'd watch it.
I'm gonna hate myself for that, and the viewers are gonna hate us.
Yeah, they are gonna hate us.
Putting him there. But
I'd like it.
It'd be quite funny.
I'd quite like it.
Next up, Austin Theory. Minimum tolerable.
Yeah, I'd say alright. I'd say better than Tyson. I'd rather him over Tyson.
Okay, because I thought you were going to put him down.
I quite like the stuff he's doing with Vince. Is that Vince connection?
I think you could go down the storylines of like Vince like helping Theory out with the match at Mania. Like you could have Vince like
Tell him
make
who
the
to choose.
stipulation,
Yeah.
tell him who to choose, this, that, and the other. Or you could have Vince turn heel and try and stop him and be like, "You're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready."
I deserve the chance to
Yeah.
have Vince.
Oh, no,
Vince.
no,
Like-
no! You don't see. No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Just have him try and stop him.
Yes.
And then be like, "No, you're not ready." And then Austin Theory be like, "No, I am ready." And then either he wins the
you know
title
what,
or
right?
loses it.
Brock and Reigns have been flirting.
Yeah,
If Theory wins it and Vince goes, "No, you're not ready,"
yeah.
that would the only way would allow Brock and Reigns to face one another, because then the Royal Rumble,
What, the Royal Rumble doesn't matter.
yeah,
Right.
people would kick the
I
fuck
would.
off.
I would be
Fury,
fuming.
yeah, you would, wouldn't you?
I would be
If it
Tyson
left-
Fury.
If it left if it left a Theory v Vince at Mania, I'd be all over it.
Yeah. Why would I?
You just would, wouldn't
Why
you?
would I be
Like,
okay with
That's
that?
the thing. That's the thing.
Why would I be okay with that?
I'd watch it.
There are two in all right now that we really shouldn't be okay with.
No, Theory I think we should be okay with, because I think Theory's
Okay.
got the build,
But
but Tyson Fury.
For the reasons we put
Yeah,
in all
okay,
right,
yeah.
of it might mean that the Rumble doesn't matter,
Yes.
and we're like, ha ha, funny,
Yeah.
and putting him in all right is the wrong reasons
it
for
is.
putting him
I feel
there.
like we look back at the end and think, nah, he should be.
Yeah. Next up, can you smell?
I really hope someone clips that.
What? It's cooking. Oh, I was gonna really commit to the second part, and then I knew what face I was putting.
Yeah, I could see it in the camera, and I was like,
Oh
gonna
dear.
clipped.
Yeah, that's gonna get clipped. The Rock, right? He shouldn't be put there, but he is gonna be, isn't
and
he?
you know what, I was going to say the exact same
He
thing.
shouldn't be put there.
But it's the
But
Rock.
it's the Rock.
And we get Rock v Roman, and that's what we all
We get
want.
Rock v Roman. Rock finally wins a Rumble.
Yeah.
Which I can't believe he's not won one.
And it'd be a nice storyline because The Rock helped Reigns win.
Yeah. Well, he didn't. He came out afterwards, but sure.
No, he didn't, did he? I thought he
I
helped.
swear he came out afterwards.
I thought he eliminated because Rusev was still involved.
Oh, maybe actually.
And then he, I can't remember anyway, but yeah, that's what I mean. The Rock, it would be quite a nice little storyline.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah.
Next up, Bobby Lashley. All right.
Horrible.
'Cause-
I just wouldn't care.
For me,
I think he's winning the title anyway, but
I think he could win the title, whether it's through outside interference
Yeah.
or what.
yeah.
Do you know what I would love? Heyman to turn again.
Won't go to Lashley.
No. Goes back to Roman.
I think that could
Like,
happen.
Him screw over
Yeah.
Brock from the title.
I think that could happen.
Oh, that would be
And
ace.
it's all part of the plan. That's why I think it's all part of the plan. I think that might happen at Mania. Not
Yeah,
the
maybe,
Rumble.
yeah.
I think that might Brock and
Yeah.
Roman will face.
Yeah.
Heyman will switch from
Yeah.
Brock to Reigns.
I think Heyman will end up going back
That's
to Reigns.
Reigns, yeah, he
I
will.
just don't know how.
Just
or
that
when.
little segment recently when he was like, "But Brock, you were my tribal chief. You were my tribal chief, and I
Yeah.
loved you." And I think that's it. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, actually go back.
I think
Yeah.
the only reason why all right is just because.
I just never have. I don't know what it is about Lashley.
But I cared about him last year.
I didn't. I just did. I've just never been invested. I don't know why. I don't know what.
Do
it
you know
is
what?
about
I agree
Lashley.
with you, actually. I'll go down to tolerable, but for different reasons. Like, I can't see a scenario where him winning the Rumble is a good idea right now. Like, for
Yeah.
me, he's either got to win the title or lose and move on.
Yeah.
Like, and
there's
neither of those
there's
options
talks.
involve him winning the Rumble.
There's talks of being an elimination chamber at Mania. Did you see that?
No, because Elimination Chamber's been announced.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
I
the reason why.
it was
It's been
way-
announced for Saudi Arabia.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Which I'm excited for.
I think he'll be in it.
I mean, he'll be in the chamber. I
And I think he'll be the champion in the chamber.
I think he might be as well, which I think would be a really good storyline.
And I think he'll lose it in the chamber.
I'm not gonna lie. There is multiple. If you look at it,
Yeah.
I would have the chamber of something like Bobby, Edge, AJ, Owens, Rollins.
Yeah.
Like it would just be immense.
Yeah.
Moving on from our
Sidetrack.
elimination chamber
Chamber-
predictions.
Yeah, they're just a sidetrack.
Gable Steveson. It's a hard one.
Yeah, because
Because him on his debut winning it,
would
right,
be good.
would make me go, Oh, he must be good.
Good. Yeah, and it makes all the casual fans who don't know who he is think, oh, he's going to be good.
I'm gonna.
All right.
I was thinking there or there.
I just don't know how green he'll be. That's my issue. It depends how good he actually is.
Because it would be not very Kurt Angle, but I think he could become a similar.
Yeah, I agree.
I
agree.
He
How old is
really could. I don't know.
21.
He's 21.
He's 21. He was born the same year. No, the year before me.
Oh.
Very nice.
As soon as that
away,
age says to, like, if he was to win the Rumble at that age and be good,
yeah,
like I reckon come in like number
He's
20,
got to be,
number 25, 26, 27, like towards the end but not too, and dominate.
Have him come at 21.
Oh, have him how poetic. And have him just do the suplexes. I mean, have him go for whoever the WWE champion is, like whether that's Brock, whether that's because whoever that WWE champion. I don't think he needs to go anywhere near Reigns.
Do you know what might be nice if it does end up getting to it? Have him face Styles, because Styles would carry him for a good match regardless.
Yeah, like I think something like that. Seth. Like,
I
mean, any of them, maybe apart from like Bobby, because I think Bobby's someone that works well when he dominates.
Yeah.
And is like the big boy in the match. Like, I feel like he needs someone that is like
the only
a bit
thing
more
about
athletic.
Him, he hasn't got an established character. That's the only thing about him.
But I feel like it could. Like, in the character is he's a winner. He's a medal winner. Yeah. And then he wins the Rumble.
And
he probably shouldn't be at very
prize
nice.
Fighter.
But it makes me excited to be. If I saw him win it, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, unless he was awful in the Rumble, but I'm going to assume
he wouldn't be.
If he was to win it, he would be a good wrestler.
Yeah.
That's my assumption.
Yeah.
Next up, Edge.
Alright.
Yeah, it's alright, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean,
I wouldn't be against it.
Because I love Edge, and he always puts on good matches despite his age. But I feel like Edge v Reigns we've done. Yeah. I mean, we did it in Triple Threat, but then we did it one after at Money in the Bank, and then
I'm not interested in him in WWE scene, the WWE title scene.
That's the thing for me. That title scene's a bit of a mess. So I don't. Whenever I'm putting someone in to win the Rumble, I don't know who they're going to be paired
which
with.
I think skews what. Yeah. Whereas with the women's, I think we've got a clear idea of who the champions are going to be at Mania. Whereas with this one, I really don't know, which is exciting for different reasons.
Not Rollins. So if Styles wins the title before Mania, I'd be alright with him. I'd be more than alright with him winning it. But it's just who he faces. I don't know.
I think the better way of going about that is having AJ Styles win the Rumble and having Edge win the title beforehand.
Okay.
I mean, that is the better way of getting to Edge versus Styles if you're to have the title involved.
I would put Styles in the best.
Really?
I said to you before we start recording, there's 3 names in this list that I wanted to win.
Right.
Styles is one of them.
Well, my inner child is coming out who watched TNA at the time. You were right with Impact. Yeah. Watched TNA at the time, and AJ Styles was my favourite wrestler till about 2014.
Yeah. I'm going. He's one of 3 names that I'd love to win it, and for him to win it as well, because he's never won it. He's been a journeyman. He's done everything. Yeah. Bar win the Rumble. I mean, he hasn't won the Money in the Bank. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, like big things in wrestling. He's won the World Heavyweight
and he debuted at the Rumble
6 years ago.
I
could not.
If I was WWE, I would have him come out at the same number and win it. Have him come out the same number he debuted. Nice. Have commentary be like, this is the same number he debuted at 6-7 years ago, whatever it was. Like, have commentary put that over. It would make me go, oh, we could.
Yeah.
And
I'd love Styles to win it. He'd be one of my 3. The other 2 are in this list, and we'll discuss them at some point. But Styles is one of my 3 that I want to win this year.
I would love it.
Yeah.
Genuinely would love it.
Yeah.
Next up is Randy Orton.
You're gonna hate me for this.
You're going to put him below all right, aren't you?
I was going to put him even, get him gone. I just don't want him to... I just don't care.
The problem is with me with this, I want to see Matt Riddle versus
Orton. Yeah, and that's another reason.
And I don't think it needs the title, which is what is making me hold back.
They won't put Riddle on the title yet.
For me, I mean, we'll get to Riddle later. I reckon tolerable.
Yeah, okay.
Because I feel like he doesn't need it. I feel like the other person winning it and then getting to that match would be a more interesting way of getting there. Yeah. Obviously, those eagle-eared of you will know who I mean by the other one.
Yeah.
But I feel like Randy wouldn't be a bad option because I'd still be like, oh, are they going to go that way to get to that match?
Yeah.
But I think there are better options that would make me go, ooh.
Yeah. And also, I just don't think he's going to win it. I just
don't think he's going to win it. Yeah. Because like when you're in your head, you're like, well, they're not going to win it.
Yeah.
You don't want to get your hopes up. Or
and to be honest with you, again, Orton's another one. I know he's a legend and he's one of the best ever done it, but I've just never really been, other than his work when he was with like Lesnar at SummerSlam and when he did the whole earlier, not this year, the year before.
The Fiend stuff.
We did like all the Fiend stuff. I was behind that, and I was like invested in all that, and I don't know. Randy Orton's just one that I've never really got on with.
Randy Orton though with Riddle has been one of the most brilliant things I've seen because it's brought out Randy's best character
and
work.
best in Riddle as well.
Yeah, and it's brought out the best in both of them, and I feel like that the eventual feud between them two will be very, very good.
Hopefully, anyway.
Fingers crossed.
Not,
Next up. Now, this is one I can see us disagreeing on for a while until we settle on somewhere.
Yes.
Big E, right?
I love Big E.
I'm going to place him on this list,
you put
and then you argue your point.
Okay.
I say there.
Okay.
There are going to be some viewers right now
screaming,
absolutely furious with me. Big E, I love Big E. But him losing the title at day one and then winning the Rumble makes no sense to me.
No.
And I can't convince myself in my head that makes sense.
And I agree. I would also put him in alright. I actually would put Big E in alright because I love him.
So I'd still be happy.
I always said to you, whenever he had the title, he just doesn't feel ready for that title yet. I don't know what it was about Big E. If I was just so used to seeing him in a tag team or so in mid-card or... I just didn't think him being at the top guy on a show.
Weirdly, out of the two, I thought Kofi was more ready than Big E. And don't get me wrong, Big E's done a very good job with that title.
Yes, he did.
He made, like, the fact that he was on the boxing, he was like doing all these promotional things, made him feel like such a big deal. But I feel like when Kofi won it, like, I wanted him to hold it to the end of time.
I did.
Whereas with Big E, I was happy.
I knew there was a
but I
scene with
wasn't.
Big E.
I was like, with Big E, I was like, it wasn't like, oh, I want to see him win it. Like, I want to see him hold it forever, like I was with Kofi.
Yeah. I agree. No, I agree.
But yeah, I think All Right's a good place.
I think he will win it though. I think he'll be one of the two that.
I think there are two. We'll get to the other one later. Soon actually. Who I think are the two that will. Probably going to win it, but I don't think they're the right choices.
No, I don't.
Next up, speaking of wrong choices, Braun Strowman. Get him gone. I don't want him anywhere near it. I can't, in my head,
I agree, but I think I ain't tolerable because I think Braun's had the history with the Rumble. He used to have the record for the amount of eliminations.
In the greatest Royal Rumble, not the actual one.
True, but he's still got the record, 13. Well, he did. I don't know. I think Brock overtook him.
Brock overtook him, yeah.
Or did he equal it? I think he just equalled it, didn't he? But still, and he's not with the company. I feel like his release was a shock. I don't think anyone expected Braun. No. Braun was the big guy in WWE. He was the big guy.
And the thing is with Vince is never, like, he doesn't always put the title on the big guys. Like, the Big Show and stuff.
Yeah.
He never was always at the top, but he was there, like, called upon when needed. And I feel Braun had a place in WWE, and I don't understand why they released him. Still to this day,
his run when he was like on top, when he was over, was
unreal.
It was great. It was great. And then they tried to do it into a commercial. They tried to turn it into a commercial, and it just wasn't the thing they needed to do with him.
No.
But yeah, I mean. Yeah, I agree with you. I think it would be either tolerable or get him gone. Yeah. So I'm happy to say get him gone because it'd be nice to see him and it'd be a good pop, but I wouldn't want to see him in it. How would he be eliminated? He's a big guy. Like, how did they get him over the top rope?
There is a guy later on that has 4 letters in his name that used to be best friends with AJ Styles, who could easily get rid of him.
Okay.
Easily.
Yeah, nice.
No question about it.
Yeah, sure.
Next up, a man who could probably get him over the top rope, Braun Breaker. Boom! Not there.
No, I was going to say very nice. I was going to say not the best. Not the best.
Tier list nearly screwed me over there.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I think one of the big things, like, when we, if you haven't gone and seen the women's, spoiler alert for one of our picks, but Mandy Rose, we put her in tolerable because, you know, that would be quite interesting to see the women's champion win the Rumble. I think it would be more interesting to see Braun win it. Yeah. Because I feel like
he's new,
he's exciting. Yeah. You know, we know what Mandy Rose is about. Like, whereas
he's Vince's champion.
He's Vince's champion. I would be very interested to see what they would do with Braun.
Yeah.
And I feel like he would go for WWE, stay away from Reigns again.
Yeah.
But I feel like it would be such an interesting storyline.
Funny enough, we're saying all this about go to WWE and stay away from Reigns. Who do we want to go to Reigns?
Brock Lesnar.
Because that's going to happen.
I am convinced in my head it's either him or Brock Lesnar. And that's.
I think The Rock's next year.
I think The Rock is next year.
Rock's next year.
But in my head, those are the only two that I want. They're the only two I want to see face Roman at Mania.
Yeah, true.
So for me, it's like anyone else winning
He's
it.
Done everything else,
WWE,
hasn't he? He's done everything else.
Yeah, it's like I'm not interested in anyone else.
Could you see him face a legend? Could he?
No. Only The Rock is a legend.
Yeah.
There is a couple of names later on the list that I think could be an option.
Yeah.
And we'll get to them later, but I don't feel like they're the right options, if you get what I mean. You're trying to work out which ones. Speaking of Roman Reigns, get him gone.
I'm gone.
Right? And this is no disrespect to Roman Reigns. This is no... Actually...
Because we did this in the women's one where we said the champion should never be in the Rumble.
No.
However,
it works for Roman.
Because he's a tribal chief, he's the head of the table.
It works
for
Roman.
Of both brands.
It works for Roman.
It does.
And it would be a way for him to get to Brock. It would be a way for him to get to... Like, as we said, the champion should never be in it. But if any champion ever in history should break the rule and win the Rumble as champion...
Yeah.
It's Roman Reigns.
Yeah. And it would get him so much heat. Because can you imagine?
I'm going to put him in very nice.
Yeah, I would.
Because I think it would be stupid. It'd be ridiculous.
Yeah.
But, oh my God, would I love it?
Yeah.
Like, I would be so invested and be like, oh my God,
it was like when it beat Edge and Bryan.
Yeah.
There was so much there that they could have done.
Yeah. There was so much there, but like the pinning both of them and doing what he told everyone he would do just made me go, wow.
Yeah. And I think that'd be another moment.
I would love Rome.
Can you imagine close out the show with Roman win the Reigns and win the Rumble and then close out Mania within both belts?
Yeah.
You could see it.
Yeah. But the thing is, I would love Roman to win first match of the night against Seth, then have a promo in the middle of the night being like...
I'm entering the Rumble.
Like, it's basically saying, I'm not done.
Yeah.
And then winning it. And that would be incredible.
Yeah.
Like, I would be like...
Yeah, it'd be nice. See where they go with it.
Yeah. Next up, Amanda... Shouldn't be as far down as I think we're going to put him. Yeah. Cesaro.
Do you know what? I like Cesaro. I would agree with you. Yeah, I think Cesaro is just...
Yeah. Last year, I think a bit more.
Yeah.
Because last year,
he
was being built and they should have waited with him a bit more.
To feed him to Reigns.
But they fed him to Reigns immediately, which I defended actually. I was just like, don't judge it just yet because it might be a way of... He goes down and then builds back up, similar to what they've done with Liv Morgan sort of thing.
As well.
And Bianca. No, they just fed him.
Yeah.
They just fed him and they didn't care. And it's sad, but that's exactly what they did, and which makes him tolerable. Not get him gone because I'd be so happy for Cesaro. Does my happiness put him to all right?
No.
No?
No, I don't care.
Okay.
I feel like if he won it, I'd be like...
Shit. Yeah. Speaking of, Drew McIntyre.
Again.
The other man I think will win it.
Yeah, him or Big E I think will be winning.
And I'm going to put them next to each other. I'm going to put him below Big E because I love Big E. Like, Drew, like, there's actually rumours that him being written off TV is genuine.
Okay.
There are rumours that I'm seeing circulating that him being written off TV is genuine because he's been off TV longer than what, like, the plan was. Because the plan was to write him off on day one and then he's not come back yet. And so the rumours are that it might be a genuine injury that they've pretended to be.
Well, because they said it was a neck injury, didn't they?
Which, and the reason why I said to you, like, it was kayfabe was because like when he got his neck trapped, and then like slammed on him, like, and then it like broke his neck or whatever. Like, but apparently there is rumours that it's genuine, which says to me that he's either at the Rumble or not. For me, if in that case, like, no one put your money on him because Jesus Christ, like that's a bit of a risky one. That's like John Cena a couple of years ago where they just went, he's no longer in it, and everyone's like, boo.
Yeah. I remember that. That was awful.
That was awful. So with Drew, all right, but I'm not interested in any of the storylines really, in comparison to other ones that are there.
Yes, agreed. But I think it'll be him or Big E that does.
Yeah, I feel like it's between them two, like truthfully, but my heart does not say it.
Just not.
Yeah, my head says it, my heart doesn't. Next up, getting on the Kevin Owens choo-choo train.
Do you know what? Kevin, very nice.
I was tempted to put him higher.
I think the fact he signed a contract means something.
Oh, do you know,
will he win it? The elimination
right,
chamber?
I'm gonna put him there, and you can do what you want.
Okay.
If you move him, I won't be angry, but I want to be clear. He's there for me. He's in the best. Why? Because there are two options. Right? He goes for the WWE title, which, as we said, we reckon could end up on Seth. Seth versus Kevin Owens for the title at Mania.
We've seen it.
Right? Yeah, but these are two different versions. Like these are like the best friends facing each other. Very reminiscent of Chris Jericho and Owens back in the day. Like it's like we're best friends. We're going to be together forever. Like, and he's like in all of his promos, like I'm going to win the Rumble. Seth's going to win the title. We're going to be best buddies. Both have the titles at Mania. That's just not going to happen. So for me, I'm like, okay, if he wins that, brilliant. The other option is he goes for Roman Reigns, which a year ago, I was so on board with him beating Reigns.
True, actually, because at the Rumble, he should have done it.
Yeah,
they had to stop, didn't they?
Like,
because he couldn't get untied. Reigns was handcuffed on him.
But I don't think that feud was meant to last as long as it did. But because Kevin Owens was so good and it was so captivating, it had everyone fooled that he was going to win.
Yeah.
I think he could do it again. And I think he could do it. If he was to face Reigns, I would love him.
Look, there's a reason he signed a new contract, and I don't know what that reason is. It might just be more money, but he's going to be promised something good. He's not going to sign a new deal to sit around all day.
Yeah.
So much coming for Kevin Owens, whether it's a title run after Mania or it's a title run into Mania. Who knows? All right, I'm happy to keep him there because I wouldn't be against him winning it. I'd be quite happy with him winning it. Do you know what? I'd be happier with him winning it than Drew or Big E.
Yeah, much happier.
And I think okay.
Because I feel like if he goes to Seth, he'll either be the heel or the face. It doesn't really matter in that one.
Yeah.
If he goes for Roman, he turns back face and is like, and you get old Owens back, which is nice. It just excites me. I love Owens.
No,
Owens is one of my favourite wrestlers from the dawn of time, pretty much. He's been one of my favourites. But yeah, if you're not going to move him, we can move on. Goldberg, get him gone. Get Goldberg gone. I wanted Goldberg nowhere near the Rumble win. No.
You know I normally slag Goldberg off on this channel.
Because he deservedly deserves to be slagged off.
However,
there's no however.
I don't want to see him versus Brock.
No, and I don't want to see him versus Roman.
No. But what if Lashley wins WWE title?
We're not doing that again.
It was good.
We're not doing it again.
Or even what about Seth v Goldberg?
That I'm more interested in, but no. Do you know what? Okay. Owens versus Goldberg, you might have had me. Because redemption for Owens.
Yeah, but Owens could win the title.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like redemption for Owens, because obviously Owens.
But I don't want to see Goldberg.
I don't want to see Goldberg at all.
No, I don't want to see him win the title. No,
I love the fact you tried to argue and I went, actually, this is stupid, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Has he got any more matches in his contract? Do we know, or is it?
Well, I think his contract. His contract was pretty much done.
Oh, is it?
So, it's a matter of.
Go to AEW.
No, please don't. Stay away. Go to 2.0. I don't care.
Do you know what? I'd like that. Goldberg and NXT 2.0 would be quite good.
It would be quite funny.
It would be quite good. Him being Braun Breaker.
Oh, yeah, give it me. Give it me.
Exactly. That's what I mean. Get him in.
Yeah, get him in there. Bring Gabe along, or whatever his name is. Is it Gabe? His son?
Oh,
I don't know. Next up, Kofi Kingston. Controversially, I think above Big E.
Nah. No, it's not. Listen to this. No, I think Kofi would be alright.
It would be an
Would
alright.
it be tolerable?
I think alright.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because
Because imagine Kofi winning it, and then Big E in the WWE title picture, and then you could possibly get Big E versus Kofi for the title.
somehow get Woods. Oh, Woods is injured though, isn't he?
Woods is injured, but he could get in there. My King of the Ring. Oh.
Special guest Xavier, yeah.
He's in there, right? However, if you give me the New Day facing each other in some capacity because of it,
I don't like it. I don't want that.
I don't
want to see the new. If it's New Day's friendly,
yeah.
yes.
Like,
okay.
Imagine like Kofi being like, "Look, I want one of us to hold the title, and out of respect for that, I think we should go at it.
Yeah.
You and me, and one of us walks away.
Right.
One of us has the title.
Or you do the fact that Reigns already has Brock.
Yeah.
And there's no other choice for him.
Yeah. He's like, well, I'm not interfering with that. Like, if I interfere with that, it'll make it triple threat. If I go for you, it's singles.
Who's the better man?
And it's both of us. He said, and then you don't have a proper feud. You would just have them both just be nice to each other and be like, okay, who's better?
Yeah.
Like,
and there's a few examples of maybe like
maybe
trying to get one over.
Maybe Wood say like take it aside every now and again, like to really.
Wood's special guest would be good.
Yeah,
Wood's special guest.
It'd be really nice. It'd be very much similar to End of an Era.
Yes.
Like where it was feudy, but it was built off of respect.
Yeah.
And I feel like that could have that there, and the image of the New Day like all holding each other at the end of the night. Give it to me.
Yeah.
Like.
I don't think they'd finish the night.
Have we convinced ourselves to push him higher?
Nah.
No?
Because that would have convinced us to put Big E a bit higher. Because Kofi could win it in the chamber again.
Yeah.
Could do have a chamber
But if
again.
Big E wins it, I can't see Kofi getting the title, whereas the other way round.
I think he's alright.
Yeah.
We're good there.
Another person that I think will go in alright is Riddle.
Yeah.
Riddle is obviously possibly going into a feud with Randy. And we mentioned earlier, Randy win the Rumble and then possibly going on to face Riddle for the title. I think the better option is having Riddle win it, rub it in Randy's face, and then having Randy get angry, enter himself into the chamber or something and win the chamber.
Yeah.
Like, and it just be like, you're getting on my nerves. I want to face you at Mania, and the only way I can
is by winning
the title. So I'm gonna win the title, and then he goes and wins it. Like, I think
what might be interesting, dynamic is Riddle turns heel rather than Orton.
I wouldn't like it
because everyone's talking about Orton. It's of the obvious thing
it's the obvious choice.
But if Riddle turned heel,
sometimes I feel like the obvious choice is there for a reason.
Yeah.
I think Riddle being a heel, I know he can do it. But I feel like. I don't know, like, I feel like with Riddle, like, him being a face and everyone cheering him to beat Randy for the title would be a much better better dynamic.
Yeah, fair point.
Next up, we're going to argue about this. Montez Ford. We're going to argue about
I don't know if we are.
Very nice.
Yeah, because me and you have very similar views on Montez Ford, that he is a future world champion.
Do you know what? Controversially, I'd have him go for Roman. He's faced Roman before. That's what made him stand out. Remember?
And have him dethrone Roman?
Yeah, because like the whole conversations with Montez have been there for ages. But remember when Montez faced Roman in a singles match, and everyone literally Twitter went mental, all wrestling fans went mental and went, okay, he's not a future star. He's a star. And I think that for me, call back to that and him being like, I'm better now.
Yeah.
And then winning. Oh, yeah, give it to me.
Would you like him and Bianca to both win it? That'd be quite nice.
That would be a nice moment.
Yeah, it'd be quite nice.
Because he lifted up Bianca, have Bianca lift up him would be quite a nice little funny dynamic.
Yeah.
Like,
and then have him go serious when he faces like Ray. But Reigns facing Brock. That's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen.
I'd like it
but
to
I would love it to happen.
Yeah.
If it happened, I'd be like, yes!
Yes, yeah, true. Yeah, fair point. Have Montez Ford win it in the chamber.
Oh, yes!
And just...
just have him casually switch brands, just...
Oh, well, no, actually, no, you know what? Have Dawkins win it in the chamber. And then Dawkins wins it in the chamber. And then have them face each other. There you go. Let's move on from that.
Yeah, let's move on. Finn Balor. Controversially, tolerable. I couldn't give a rat's ass. I really couldn't get. He just lost to Austin Theory multiple times. Like, I just don't care.
However, I'd love Balor.
I love him, but I just don't care. It's like Cesaro. Like,
No,
I love Cesaro, but I couldn't care less about Finn Balor right now. This Finn Balor is not the one from NXT.
No, and that's sad because he's done it twice now, and he's had to come back up and then down, up and down.
Who would he go for?
I'd love to see him big Brock again. That was a good match.
Yeah. Him v Reigns was a good match until the top rope fell off.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. So you could go down that avenue that he was screwed.
Yeah.
And that's what's caused his downfall. Yeah. I just think he'd be alright. I think he'd be better than Tyson Fury.
Good point. We need to move him down. We need to move him down.
Yeah, but I'd have him above Randy and Lashley.
I don't mind moving him down and having him above them.
Okay, fine.
Because there is no way, right? Let's think it. There is no way we can have Tyson Fury on the same level as Finn Balor, Riddle, Kofi Kingston, Big E, Drew McIntyre. Like, there is no way.
Yeah.
Next up, Brock Lesnar.
Depends. If he loses that title in the night.
Yeah.
But then
he doesn't need it.
But surely if he lost the title that night, he'd have to go for Bobby because it's his rematch.
He wouldn't have to. He can choose.
Can you imagine?
Because Becky did the same thing.
Can you imagine at Mania he just faces Bobby and Reigns?
No.
In 2 different singles matches.
No. No. Where do we put this man? Because it's not there. And it's not any of these two. It's one of these. Which one?
I don't know, because I'd quite like it if Brock won it. I don't know why.
Yeah. Because the problem is with Brock, I feel like it. Do you know what? There's an easy place to put him. Here. He's on the same level as these two.
Yes, yeah. Because he's there or thereabouts already.
He's there or thereabouts. It makes sense for storyline reasons. Does it mean we want it? No. Because there's other avenues they can go down with him to get him to where they want him to get to. So for me, that makes the most sense.
And it's weird because in the women's we said the title champions would be nowhere
2
near.
champions were like down and get him gone last time, and this time we're like, but there's a difference
because it makes sense.
Yeah, because the difference is with the 2 women's. So yeah, obviously for the women's, sorry, I had a camera issue. Yeah. For the women's, we didn't want either of them to lose the title. We don't think that makes sense.
We want them both to carry them both.
We both want them to both carry it. Whereas with Brock, if he wins it, it's because he's lost the title earlier in the night. Yeah. And with Roman, he's the only character in history, I think, that could carry winning the Rumble but still having the title, and it makes sense
because he's the only top guy.
He's the top guy and he's immense. Like it does make sense.
And if you'd have told me that 4 years ago, I'd be saying that.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous, but it does make sense.
Yeah.
Next up, it's a weird one. Omos.
Get rid of him.
Really?
Just get him gone.
Really?
I don't care.
All right. I mean, I'm not arguing. Like, I'm not angry, but like, I wasn't expecting him to be in Get Him Gone. I thought tolerable, but I'm happy to put him in Get Him Gone.
If he wins it, I'm sorry, the world's gone mad.
Yeah, good point.
I just don't want him anywhere near that title picture.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
No chance.
Next up is Peacemaker himself, John Cena. I couldn't resist having the picture.
I know you couldn't resist this.
I couldn't resist because it was either having Cena from SummerSlam or Peacemaker Cena. Yeah. Where are we putting Peacemaker Cena? I reckon all right.
I'd say high. I'd say very nice. I'd quite like Cena to win it. I don't know if that's the nostalgia of just me loving Cena, but
like obviously then the choice is having face Reigns.
No, because Reigns is facing Brock. I would have him in the WWE title, so it makes that WWE title mean something.
And have him face who?
Anyone. Rollins, Lashley. I think Cena versus someone else is a big draw for that WWE title.
It could help the title. That's why I'm thinking alright, because I'm thinking, like, I wouldn't mind him.
I would rather him win it than Big E. and Drew.
Really?
Yeah, I would. I feel like that
for nostalgia.
I would more likely watch a Cena title match than a.
But I think he is on the same level as Edge, where like he would lift it. Yeah. But I think for storyline reasons doesn't quite make sense.
Yeah.
Like there are other ways.
He already had a run this year on it as well, so he won't be having another run. I mean, he's not going to win it.
He's not going to win it.
I don't think he'll even be in it. But I don't know. I quite like to see a Cena v Reigns again, Rollins again. Sorry, or a Cena versus Lashley, because that's
never really been done.
Never been done. Who else is there that could possibly be in that title picture? Cena Edge.
Yeah,
Edge. The title.
AJ. All over again. Back to where it all started.
When he's big was 16th. Oh, so what is it? 17th.
Yeah, it would be
Mania.
Yeah. And having AJ stop him or something from getting it would just be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm happy to put him there. Yeah. Next up on the list. Are you yawning?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm really tired. I was just trying to. In front of this camera.
How disrespectful.
It's this camera. I always just can't struggle in front of this camera.
You really do. Next up, Demian Priest. Where are we putting him? Tolerable. I like Priest.
Yeah, but I do as well. But if he wins it, I'm just like, no.
Yeah, but isn't that on the same level as Cesaro?
I think Cesaro have been unfair with. I think Cesaro will be all right.
No, I think Cesaro is, because I think it makes 0 sense, and I'd be like, why?
I'm gonna say I would rather Braun Strowman win it than Demian Priest.
That is so criminal. That is the first one. I'm genuinely angry.
No, but I would. I don't know why. I'm just not invested in Priest.
I love it.
That tolerable bracket for me with Orton, Lashley.
Yeah.
I'm just not invested. Just don't care.
I can't put him lower.
We'll keep him tolerable then. But
do you know what? I'll do that.
Okay. Yeah.
I cannot put Damian Priest, who is a genuinely good wrestler, on the same level as Omos, Braun Strowman, and Goldberg. But if he wins it, are you caring? I care more than Omos, Strowman, and Goldberg.
Okay. Well, apart from Strowman, I agree. So we'll keep him there.
Because it would just go for the WWE.
Yeah.
Which again is like, but that's what Tolerable's for. Like Tolerable is like meh.
Yeah.
It's alright.
I suppose.
Like, next up, Seth Rollins.
Now, you know when I said there was 3 that I wanted to win this?
Really?
He is also in that bracket.
So your 3 was AJ, Owens, and Rollins?
No, not Owens. AJ, Rollins, and someone else.
Who we still haven't got. Oh, yeah, I know who. I know who.
Yeah.
Okay, so where do you want him?
I want him in the best.
Okay, and where does he go from there?
He faces for the WWE title, but for the WWE title, or we've discussed this off camera, and I love the idea.
Yes, I know what you're on about. This idea.
So basically, Brock and Reigns are on this collision course, and they both win at the Rumble. They both still have the titles, and you're thinking, well, if they're going to face each other at Mania, what happens to the Royal Rumble? You know, and especially if Seth gets screwed out of his WWE Universal title by Brock, because Seth's then like, well, I'm owed this shot, and then he goes into it, wins the Rumble, and I know obviously if he wins the Rumble, that means he's got to face one of the champions, and when both champions are facing each other, he then says, well, it's a triple threat then, and we get the repeat of Brock.
The heist of the century.
Yeah, the heist of the century. Brock.
Do you have him
Rollins.
Win it?
What?
Right. Do you have Seth win it again? Heist of the Century 2.0.
Do you know what? I wouldn't be against it.
I wouldn't mean either.
I would quite like Seth to be the top. And I go through a love-hate relationship with Seth Rollins, and I'm currently in one of those love with him. And I think
his character at the moment is theme, like his arrogant persona. It just works.
I think I'd put him in the best. I'd love him to win it and go around that triple threat again.
I forgot about the triple threat.
Yeah.
Obviously, we'll order these later, but I agree with that.
Yeah. I'd love
the idea of the triple threat. You don't even have to have Brock with the title. You could just have Brock and Roman just ignoring Seth. And just being like, no, go for the other one. Go for the other title. Go for the other title.
Because then that'd be 2 manias in a row. Reigns has been in 2 star-studded triple threats which had been Bryan,
Yeah.
Edge, Rollins,
Because
and Rock.
it'd be a similar situation, but the difference is obviously the stakes are higher. But like Bryan kept inserting himself to the point where you couldn't ignore him.
Yeah.
And I think Seth could do the same thing.
I don't think Seth needs to do the same thing. He wins the Rumble. Like
No, but like, as in like, they're just like, go for the other title,
Yeah.
go for the other title, and he's like, no, I want you.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it becomes a point where
Especially
it's like,
if he gets screwed in his match
Yeah.
with Reigns at the Rumble.
I could, yeah, it'd be really good. I could see it. Next up, Conor McGregor. The
Again,
fact that I do this every year,
tolerable.
I just.
Because I'd like because same as level as Tyson Fury, I would like to see him face a WWE.
I'd have him go for the WWE title, not Roman.
I'd have a Roman, Brock, and McGregor.
No. No. I'd have him go for like someone like Bobby or something like that.
Yeah.
You know.
He's gonna eventually make an appearance in WWE one day.
but
He's gonna make an appearance in WWE
when he's miles past it, yeah. But like.
Yeah, well, I think you'd argue he's miles past it.
Yeah,
now,
probably, yeah. But yeah, I feel like similar level to Tyson Fury makes sense.
Yeah.
Next up is Volta.
What? No.
I'm sorry.
Gunther! 9! The winner of this match is Gunther!
It's so shit.
Why?
Okay, if it was Volta, very nice.
I'd say even the best. I'd argue the best.
Gunther, alright.
No, I still think he's
There
very
is
nice.
no way I want Gunther.
I think they're going to find a way around that name because it's been so politically divided on the internet. They're going to find a way to go back to Volta. They just are. I think they'll eventually go back to being Volta. A bit like the Viking Raiders. You remember when they came up?
Yeah.
Or whatever they were called when they came up.
Viking Experience.
Experience, yeah, something like that. And you know, they went from what was the NXT? They were the War
Raiders.
War Raiders. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I think they'll eventually find a way back to going.
Do you really want to put Gunther?
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I do. I think forget the name. The name just becomes
like,
at the end of the day.
Volta easily very nice.
If he comes in at number like 30 and just annihilates everyone.
Like, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I could see that.
And then grabs the mic afterwards and the winner is Royal Mash. Just names another warlord from.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Not hilarious.
No, but like it would just be like.
And this match is Harold Shipman.
Like it would just make me chuckle though, if you get what I mean. Yeah. Like it's not the funniest thing to make a joke out of, but I would be sat at my desk thinking. It's fucking funny, that.
Just goes for names of
it doesn't make sense, so I'd just be laughing. Next up is Happy Corbin.
Yeah.
Happy Corbin. No, I would be.
Get him gone.
Can I convince you to go to Tolerable? Because I love Happy Corbin.
No.
He's so funny. No. I think he's there.
And that's exactly why he shouldn't win the Rumble, because
but it's so funny.
No.
It's so funny.
No.
It's so funny.
No, he's in the same bracket as Goldberg.
No, he's not.
If he's heel Corbin, I would probably put him in alright.
Happy Corbin is hilarious.
No.
Happy Corbin is so fun.
Absolutely no chance.
It's so fun.
No, I'm not letting Happy Corbin be intolerable. There's no way I would tolerate Happy Corbin winning the Rumble. I would be like, absolutely not.
Having beat Roman Reigns at Mania. Do you not see the money?
Goldberg at Mania. I want him to face Goldberg, Happy Corbin. Can you imagine that match? That'd be quite a good match.
See, it would be alright. Fine.
I don't want it.
Fine. I just don't want to annoy you. Like it is point. Like, I mean, I had the Demian Priest one because that was a crime. I mean, there are some people that I know for a fact will want Corbin and get him gone. Whereas nobody in human history wants Damian Priest and get him gone.
Yeah, fair enough.
Nobody. And finally, one of the weirdest names, I think, to be rumoured.
Yeah.
Because God knows what's happening with this bloke. Bray Wyatt. The Fiend.
I want it. That is the one of the three that I want. I really want the Fiend to win the Rumble. I
don't know who he would face.
No, but I just want him to win it.
Yeah.
But I can't see it.
No, me neither.
I can see him being in it, but I can't see him winning it.
Yeah, I can't see him winning it. I can't see him being in it. I feel like...
You can't see him being in it.
I feel like he's someone that's going to take a break from wrestling for a while. I feel like I have a horrible feeling he's gonna do a CM Punk and disappear for a few years.
Maybe. Yeah.
I have a horrible feeling, and I don't want him to. I really don't. But I have a suspicion he's gonna go and do other projects, and leave wrestling for a while, and then come back. I hate
the
to
one that
say
we
it.
rumour it all the time.
Yeah.
Every single year, is he coming back? Yeah.
I feel like he's going to be that, and I hate to say it because I love him, and I would,
agree with you. If
and that's why he's in the bet. I would love him.
If he doesn't come back before, well, if he doesn't come back at Rumble, I think you're right. I think he will take an extended leave. Oh, God,
For me, it's 2022. If he doesn't return in 2022, he's gone for the next 5 years.
Yeah, maybe.
Like, and I don't want him to be, but I feel like
I could see him. I can see him being in this. I think the only reason they reckon he was released is because of creative differences with Vince McMahon, wasn't it? That's what they say.
Which obviously Vince McMahon has famously left WWE. And gotten rid of those issues.
Yes, well, that's what I mean. So, but in terms of that, Vince is very open-minded in terms of what's best for business.
Yeah.
And the Fiend always made him money.
Yeah.
And we know Vince McMahon loves money.
He does love money.
And he would.
He does.
He does
love money.
But I think the Fiend would be an incredible. It would
be an incredible moment. Number 30 hits.
No, I disagree with it.
You're adamant of 31.
I think it would be amazing if you got down to the final 4.
Yeah.
And then in the background you hear 10. Now everyone's like, what? And then it starts to go, as it counts down, each countdown is more and more and more distorted.
Yeah.
And then it eventually, as it gets to 1, bang, lights go out.
Like, but have it the stages.
Yeah.
Like the Fiend had stages of lights go out.
Yeah, so the lights go out and everyone's like, oh my God.
It's actually happening.
It's actually happening. And then 31, and then I either want it where there's a spotlight in the middle of the ring and he's there.
Yeah.
And it goes out. And then he's on the ramp, and it's just like different things where he just appears around the stadium, and the 4 are like, "Oh my God, what is happening?" And then he appears, eliminates all 4 in quick succession, and wins it. I think I'd love.
That would be a moment.
Oh God, yeah, and that would do him justice for all the injustice that happened to him at WrestleMania. With that was so good. I remember us saying, "Oh my God, this is amazing," and then like.
The picture that we've used is literally from Mania, where he was chiseled.
Yeah.
His mask looked so good.
Yeah,
like,
it went from being burnt, didn't he? His entrance, he was burnt to go into normal again.
And it was just such a good moment, and then it all got wasted.
There's that. I love that clip of us when we're on stream and we're like, they've ruined it. Oh my God, they've ruined it. It's such a good clip. It's such a good clip, and
because neither of us expected. Neither of us. No one.
And it's a shame that that's how he went out. But
who he'd face, God knows.
It depends who would be on the
WWE side. But even then, I think just the moment of having the Fiend win the title again would just be amazing. I was always adamant.
Fiend v Edge would be nice.
I thought that Brood Edge.
Yeah.
Having him bring out the Brood and proper Brood Edge.
I'll do the Firefly Funhouse match with Edge.
Yeah, it could. The only reason why I'd say no is because it wouldn't work with the crowd. But
you could do little bits in the ring.
Yeah.
You could do little
Randy.
Yeah.
Redemption. A year later, redemption.
Who did he face at Mania? Oh, it was Randy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was Randy.
redemption.
Yeah, it was. That'd be nice.
Redemption against Randy.
The whole Riddle thing.
It wouldn't make sense for the Randy one, but
be nice eventually.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I'd love to see him back in WWE, but I think that's more me hoping. I think the realistic one that I want is Rollins.
Yeah.
Dream is the Fiend.
Yeah.
I'd like Styles. I'd love Styles to win it because
for me it's Styles and Owens. They're the two that I would are the two I really want.
Every Styles match is great, isn't it? Let's be realistic. Whoever Styles faces on that WWE side is going to be a good match. Thank you for watching. I'm joking.
We've got to go through the tier list. Remember?
Oh God, yeah.
Is there anyone in Get 'Em Gone that deserves to move up?
Nope.
Is there anyone intolerable that deserves to move up or down? And if you say Damian Priest or Cesaro,
I'm willing to give you them too. I'm just thinking whether Randy maybe go up to alright. Or I don't know actually. No, I think that's okay. I think Toro was alright.
Alright? Anyone that needs to move up or down?
No.
Yeah, I'm quite happy with that.
Do we need to order them? Or should we just order the best?
We only order the best. We can order the best, but I'm just thinking, no one really minds. I mean, you roughly order anyway when you put them in because because we've seen it. I was like, oh, these are similar levels to Edge, just for visual reasons.
I need to go down.
any to go down from All Right, actually.
Oh, nah, I don't think so.
Very nice. Anyone up or down? I feel like that's perfect.
I do, yeah,
and
I
there's
agree.
a theme.
The only one that I think might go down, yeah, there's a theme. They're all like people that have just got no chance.
Well, no, it's not just that. Like would be new to the main roster, new to the main roster, new to the main roster, fairly new to the main roster, especially as a single star, new to the main roster.
Yeah, true.
Like, there's a theme across there that the majority fit into.
Well, one thing they haven't done a lot this year is announce many entrants.
No, not
and
for
we
the
haven't,
men's.
and we haven't discussed who's going to be the door.
The Forbidden Door. Yeah, they're not in it. There's no one in this list that is from that.
No.
I'm not convinced it's going to happen. Rumours were it's Cody Rhodes at one stage, but he's
no chance.
But they say no, only because he's a free agent. He's not contracted to AEW at the moment. Chris Jericho was one I could see Chris Jericho. The other one I could see was Christian.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones really that I can see. For the men's, obviously, like the Forbidden Door opening. Moose would be nice.
Yeah, he's put his name in the hat, hasn't he?
But I don't think it will happen. The other one, you're not as convinced, but I would love Matt Cardona. And I would love him to come into the Rumble as Matt Cardona because his entire gimmick is the WWE was my developmental brand. Like, it would be quite nice to see him come in with the arrogance. And even if he's eliminated quickly, it does fit with the gimmick in a way. Like, and it could work. But apart from that, I can't really see it. I don't think it'll happen.
Do you not?
Nah, I feel like there were rumours that started because of Mickey. I think conversations were had. I don't think anything happened.
I think there is going to be one. And I think it will be Jericho. I think it'll be Jericho. And I think he could be number 30. I think number 30 could be Jericho, and it'd be like the countdown will happen and the lights go out like Jericho does. I could see that being number 30.
Apart from that, I just can't really see it.
No, I can't either. Yeah, Christine would be nice. Christine would be nice, but I don't know. I think, like you say, I think the most likely one is Jericho. I can't see Cody Rhodes doing it. Cody Rhodes is AEW, isn't it? He's Mr. AEW.
Yeah.
It's like that'd be like Cena going to AEW.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not going to happen.
Now we get to the best. Is Seth Rollins winning better than The Rock?
Yes.
I love the fact that I give you all the power for that.
You do, you always say your thing at the end.
This
is where we're going to argue, I think.
Kevin Owens, is he better than The Rock?
Yes.
Is he better than Seth?
No. Do you agree?
Deep down, yeah, but that's not the point. That's just not. I just love Owens so
fair
much.
enough.
AJ better than The Rock?
Yeah.
Better than Owens?
Yeah.
Better than Seth?
No.
Fiend. I know where this is going. Better than The Rock?
Yeah.
Better than Kevin Owens? Better than AJ? Better than Seth?
I don't know if he's better than Seth though, because I like the idea of that triple threat.
Yeah.
And I feel like the actual moment of the Fiend winning it would be better.
But the Mania match is just like, what would it be?
What would it be? And the whole problem with the Fiend was putting the title on him. That was the whole problem.
Because I was under the impression that he shouldn't have ever
had the title.
Well, it should have been like Taker. It should have taken a few years first. Like.
Yeah, so I think I'd actually put Rollins ahead of the Fiend. I think, because I think the actual Mania match would.
I'd be okay with that. Would you have expected The Rock to be at the bottom of our best tier at the when we started?
Well, yeah, I know, yeah.
I don't think anyone would have thought that, but it's true. I would be more excited at the other ones. I feel like next year, different question. I think he'll be very high at the top.
Yeah, because it's in LA, isn't it?
Yeah, it just works. Hollywood, you can play off of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that brings us to an end to this tier list video. It has been a little bit longer as we expected.
Yes, but we had that little break in the middle, so
yeah, as expected, it was a bit longer. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that like button. Do comment down below. Do you agree or disagree with us? There'll be a lot of disagrees.
Because I feel like Big E and Drew will
be... Big E and Drew, there'll be people angry at that. There will be people angry at us putting certain individuals here that probably should be higher.
I can just see the one person thinking, how the hell has Tyson Fury and Conor McGregor been put in the same bracket as Randy Orton and Bobby Lashley?
Yeah, good point. But So, do you know what I say to your opinion? You deserve no opinions. So we're gonna right. You can argue all you want. Not gonna change the tier list, is it?
Just boost the comments.
Just boost the comments. Yeah. Argue away, people. But yeah, do you agree or disagree? I feel like that a very nice tier could be one that people disagree with or agree with quite a bit.
I feel like they're ones that are fans' favourites.
Yeah, like it's a weird one, that tier. And if you're new here, please do subscribe. Check out the women's roster one if you haven't already. We did very well at not
arguing. We didn't really argue on this.
We didn't really argue on this either, but we've done well at not revealing all of our women's picks.
Or predictions.
Or predictions. So do check out the women's one if you haven't already, and just watch that and understand that if we talk about the men's, we haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, and make sure to subscribe so you do not miss the predictions. And you don't miss my live reactions, unfortunately not Kai's, due to family reasons.
Yeah.
But
I will be back for everything else leading up to Mania. Yeah. We've got, like you said, on the women's one, we've got loads of wrestling ideas that we want to do. So we've got plenty of content.
It's a big few months for wrestling, and I think it's a big few months to the channel anyway. There's a lot of changes going on the channel. I'm working really hard on it. So it's going to be interesting next few months, and we're going to do a lot more of these types of videos where, we don't have to take too much of your time because you do have a life away from the channel.
It's good fun.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me yet again.
Thank you for having me.
And we shall see all of you
in predictions.
In the predictions. See ya. I'm really excited for that.
So am I, actually. Yeah, so am I.
That's going to be so good.
Yeah, so good.